simple, really casual today. Today's the city tour, so we're going to see some Ghanaian landmarks like the Black Star Monument and all those good places. So I think we're also going to do the market, so I wanted to make sure that I was comfortable. The shirt is from Target Future Collection. Jeans are Fashion Nova. My shoes I got in June when I was in Kenya, and I'm back with the Kurt Geiger fanny pack. That's the look of the day. My earrings are from Mom. And yeah, that's the look of the day. So I'll bring you guys along. Hope y'all can hear me.
Alright, so what you see over here in the car was a gift from John Kennedy to aside for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Nkrumah was a very good friend of John Kennedy, which of course he invited him several times. So it was after John Kennedy's assassination when the Americans started attacking Nkrumah and did everything to overthrow Nkrumah. You know, the overthrow of Nkrumah was backboned by the American spy in 1966.
Yeah. Wow. Did John F. Kennedy ever come here or no?
No.
You didn't get a chance.
Once again, Akwam.
Mandase.
So, you are most welcome to the motherland. In this case, Ghana. And we are currently at the memorial for the first president of Ghana, a man called Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame because he was born on a Saturday as a male. So for us, the day of the week, one is born like his or her spiritual name. I am also called Kofi. The reason why we have the memorial built on this particular area is that during our colonial era, this was the same space the British chose conveniently to play polo. So this used to be a polo field and meant for only the white. Natives were not allowed in. So when Ghana was about to gain independence, in a way to kind of spite the British, he chose the same location where he did his independence speech. So this is why the park is located on those grounds. This is built of Italian marbles by the architect Daniel. His wife died in 2007 in Egypt. And not long after she died,
He's gonna make this skirt for me before I leave. And then I told him I would love to come to Nigeria and be a part of his show for Nigeria Fashion Week, which is going to be in October. So this is David. David, tell my followers your name and everything.
My name is David Kusimoyo. I'm the designer of the brand model. We started in 2020 and 1st of June will be 5 years since we started. Yeah, so we tried down the field, everything's new. Our Paris Fashion Week season, and we've done the next Fashion Week. and the dams will pop up in Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
So this year we are coming back in Paris Fashion Week doing March edition. Yeah. So now the focus is coming to America season. We have some stockists in the US. We have one in Nigeria. Shocking.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we wanted to come physical in US markets.
Well, let's stay connected.
And I'm sure she's gonna make it happen.
I am gonna make it happen for you because this is amazing. When you make this for me, I don't know if I want this last one, but this one, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I want it to stop like, yeah.
This is like what we got put in mind? Like a boutique in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Maybe on Rodeo.
Yeah. I agree.
Very nice. I ain't got enough money for all this stuff. Somebody send me some money. They got a waist for you.
Nard, Lois, y'all hear that? She tried to send a back seat.
bitch,
Yeah. Alright guys, again, day 2. We are at Sandbox Beach Club. It is so gorgeous in here. What is so funny about Ghana is there's clearly no zoning laws. Because we rode through this little neighborhood that wasn't very progressive, turned a corner, and it opened up to this amazing beach club. So I'll show you guys around in a little bit, but your girl got to catch a breath. It's hot. I need some water, and I need to cool down for a bit. Alright? Hey guys, I think this is day 3 or 4, but we are headed up to the Cape Coast to go to the site of the last bath and to the Cape Coast Castle where the transatlantic slave trade kind of started. So today is kind of an emotional day. We're all in white. It's just, it's about 7 something. What time is it? 6:37. It's 6:37 a.m. We have a 4-hour ride, so everybody's bundled up in bonnets and blankets and decided to go to sleep. So anyway, I will see you guys when we get there.
And the ancestral riverside. My name is Kofi Ameni. I am Kofi because I'm a male born on Friday. And in Ghana and everywhere in the world, Fridays are always the best. I don't care what you say. Previously, whenever I start a talk, I always observe a minute of silence in order to respect the energies of our ancestors. I have been doing this for the past God knows how many years. But last 3 years, something happened and that changed my life for good. That was when I was about to start a tour, and when I opened my mouth to tell us to observe a minute of silence, my ancestors told me to shut up. They told me, Kofi, why do you always tell the world about the saddest part of us? Can't you even share to the world our resilience, our bravery, and our strength? We're going to sing a song of motivation. You're going to hold your friend like this.
Someday, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Someday. Oh, deep in my heart. This is one emotional and it's just a really emotional experience when you're here and you know that this is the last place that many of our ancestors got to take a bath, to be in water before taking that long journey to the Caribbean, into America, and just the resilience of our people. You feel it here. So I hope you guys can make it here one day. All right, guys. guys. So today's final stop is at the Cape Coast Slave Castle. This is where a lot of Africans were housed before taking that crazy journey across the Atlantic to the Americas. And
so you will follow me. We walk to the reception, to the courts here. That is where we'll start the guide. Please come with me. Guide at the Cape Coast Slave Dungeons. So today we're gonna go through the slave dungeons, see the dungeon, the cell, the punishment cell, learn about the history of this very slave dungeon, the Cape Coast Slave Dungeons.
thank you.
I will start with the Portuguese because the Portuguese, they were the first Europeans to come to our shores. In the 1400s, the Portuguese started exploring the coast of West Africa looking for gold. And around 1471, the Portuguese came to the shores of what is now present-day Ghana. Down, we see an African market, a lot of shops right down there. That used to be the soldiers' garrison, the British soldiers who worked in the slave dungeons. They lived down there. All the rooms being used as shops, originally for the soldiers. And please, let's take a look up there. Behind that chapel, on top of that hill where the trees are, you see a white building with a pointed roof. That is Fort Williams. Fort Williams was a military fort. The British built, so they had soldiers stationed there to spy, to look around, look for enemies coming to attack this place. Also used as a lighthouse to guide the ships coming over here. So Fort Williams, a military post, and a lighthouse for the British. Not to the Africans they were holding the dungeons, to the Africans in the neighboring communities. But when these missionaries came, they faced one major problem, the language barrier. They came speaking English. The people had their own language. So they took an African boy to England to train him as a missionary and bring him back. His name, Kweku. And in Ghana, Kweku, the name for a Wednesday born male. Gunpowder, they'll put a cannonball at the mouth, light a match through an opening here. When the gunpowder explodes, the pressure from the explosion moves the cannonball at the very top speed. The cannonballs are heavy. So they were fired to hit enemy ships, break them with impact, so that the water sink those enemy ships. So all here to be used in defending the slave guns, the cannons, and the cannons. Any questions? to hold as many as 1,000 men. So we are walking in. The floor is sloped gently, so please take your time. Let's walk. Try and stay on the left. It's a much gentle slope. Bishop. So let's walk in this way. Now, group.
See this?
Chained or shackled. And the waist, the toilet, urine done here on the floor. They were held in the waist. This small drain created for the urine to run through to the ocean. The captives, they were given food twice a day. The food put in the palms, morning and evening. And they were held in these conditions for between 2 weeks to 3 months. With the British waiting for the slave ships to come. So a lot of captives died in the dungeons. When one dies, the body taken out and thrown into the ocean. The floor in the 1970s, a group of archaeologists came to the slave dungeon to do some works. When they moved in here, the whole floor was covered with what looked like compressed soil. So these archaeologists excavated the floor, revealing the bricks, as we see now. They examined what they had excavated. The conclusion, it was decomposed human waste. So the feces, the food waste of the captives with time, it all powder, covering the bricks. That is what had decayed into what they excavated. They left a small part untouched on the side. Yeah. So in front of the chapel or the library, I showed you the access point to an observatory. This was the observatory. This is where a soldier would be with a lamp, watching, observing the captives who were holding. This space also could hold 200. Now the dungeon, the whole place, from the first chamber to the last, designed to hold 1,000 male captives could be in the whole dungeon. 1,000. A quick look at the floor, we don't see bricks.
Yeah, we stand
Apart from the first chamber, we have not done any excavation in the other chambers. So all this, the decomposed chamber. Again, 200 men were held in 200. And what we see here, this is a traditional shrine or an altar, a shrine that belongs to the people in the town. The people in the town who practice the indigenous African religion, they come here to practice. So it's a very active shrine for the people in the town. But the shrine was built here long after the slave trade, when the British were holding enslaved Africans. This was not here, but there's a reason it is here. The reason is its connection to the land. The history of the town, long before the Europeans came, the ancestors had the shrine on the land. The land was a sacred ground. But when the land was occupied, the people were prevented from having access. So we can all see it up there, the door of no return. Originally small and narrow. The captives one came here willingly. No one. These were all Africans captured, kidnapped, taken from their homes, families, and forced here. When they were forced out of the ships, they lost contact with their families. They were trafficked to an unknown world, the Americas, the Caribbean, enslaved to profit the Europeans. And these Africans trafficked, they never returned home to their motherland.
You okay?
Of return. So it's very symbolic. Millions of Africans were trafficked. They never returned home. But the remains of the two that were retained symbolically broke that barrier, paved the way. So this same door, through which many were taken, we cannot change or reverse what happened to the ancestors, what was done to them. One important thing, we should never forget what happened, but we must learn from all this. So the message is, let's do our best. Let's fight against modern slavery in all forms. Let's make the world a better and a safer place, not only for us and the kids, but also for the unborn generations.
Thank you, Free Hive, so much for joining me on this unforgettable journey through Accra and Cape Coast. This experience has been deeply moving and transformative, one that reaches beyond sightseeing and touches the very core of who we are. Walking through these historic sites, I was reminded of the strength, resilience, and enduring spirit of our ancestors. Their stories, their struggles, and their triumphs are woven into the fabric of our very existence, and visiting these sites is a powerful way to honor their legacy. If you've ever felt the desire to connect more deeply with your African ancestry, culture, and traditions, I encourage you to make this pilgrimage for yourself. There's something truly profound about standing in the places where history was made, about hearing the echoes of the past and feeling a connection to something so much greater than ourselves. It's a journey that brings both reflection and healing, reminding us of who we are, where we come from, and the greatness within us. Ghana offers an open invitation to all of us in the African diaspora to come home, to learn and to grow in our understanding of our heritage. Whether it's exploring the vibrant streets of Accra, paying tribute to those who came before us at Assin Manso, or standing in solemn remembrance at Cape Coast Castle, each moment is an opportunity to connect, to heal, and to embrace our roots. I hope this video has inspired you to embark on your own journey of discovery. If you enjoyed it, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to share more adventures, stories, and insights with you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay inspired, stay connected, and keep exploring. Bye, guys.